Hi, this is Dan Smith of DPS Legal Counsel, and welcome to today's video episode of Business is More Exciting Than Any Game. Today I want to talk about how do you choose a great brand name for your new business. And really what I want to focus on is making sure that you, on the front end, that you don't run into problems later on after you have invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, perhaps a lot of money into a name that you end up having problems with down the road. You don't want to, in other words, you don't want to be buying stationery, cards, signage, all these things, investing in putting your brand name on your new business only to find out later that there's a problem with you using that brand name for your business. So what you need to do when you're about to get started on a new business venture is to make sure that not only do you choose a name that you love and that is catchy or descriptive of what you do or has some meaning to you. You want to make sure you love this name, but you also want to make sure that it doesn't infringe upon the rights of someone else who may already be using that name and who, when they learn that you're using this name for your business, cause you a problem, ask you to cease and desist using that name. That's something you want to avoid. So how do you go about making sure when you're getting ready to start that your name is not only a great name subjectively to you, but a great name and in that it can be protectable and it's not being used by one of your competitors? How do you check that on the front end? The simplest way to do this is to understand that your brand name that you select for your business is in essence a trademark. And since it's going to be the name of your business, it's really your flagship trademark. It's your main trademark. Because what is a trademark? A trademark is simply a series of words or a design or a combination of words and design that identify the source of goods and services being provided. And so to the public at large, your business name identifies you as the source of the goods and services that you will be providing. Now, if someone else is already using that trademark, that name, that business name, in a area that is competitive with the goods and services you're providing, then you probably shouldn't be considering using that as your business name. You want to make sure that in your marketplace you have full rights to your name. And so what I would suggest is, number one, you can always go to the USPTO website, which is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website. There is a database there called the TESS database, which it's a database of all trademarks either registered or applied for in the United States. And you can type in the name of the business or that your proposed business name and just see if there are other businesses out there selling or selling the same goods or services that you're proposing to sell. If there is someone else using that trademark, that name, perhaps you should reconsider that choice. Now, it may be that what you type in to the test database, you don't come up with any hits, so it doesn't look like anyone else is using that name. Well, that may or may not be true because you could have a competitor using a name that's very similar to that, confusingly similar to that would be the words in trademark law, that would still cause you a problem if you pick that trade name, that business name for your business. For example, things that maybe have slightly different spellings or slightly different words but sound the same, or that are at least similar enough that they're confusing for you to have this business name when someone else is already using that name for their trademark. So it's probably best to, in addition to doing your own search, consider engaging the services of an attorney who is familiar with trademark searches and can advise you on whether or not there could be a problem with existing trademarks within the USPTO database given the trademark that you wish to use. In addition to looking at the test database on the USPTO website, which we would normally call a knockout search, just to see if there are actual exact or close enough trademarks in the system of the USPTO, it's probably prudent and advisable for you to do a more thorough, comprehensive trademark search, which would look at common law usages of that business name throughout the country. It would look at Google searches. It would look at trademark databases for the various 50 states. In addition to the USPTO website, it would do a more thorough, comprehensive search of everything that's out there within reason that could determine whether or not you might have someone who's already using that trademark and who might claim that you are infringing their trademark by naming your business this name that you wish to use. So to summarize, I would say there are two steps that probably should be taken before you hone in and select a business name. One is you probably need to do a knockout search of the USPTO database website test database to determine whether or not there is something exact or close enough, confusingly similar, that's already out there on the USPTO database. And second, do a more comprehensive trademark search, which involves looking at other databases and including state trademark databases. Again, these are things that are probably better handled by a trademark attorney who can advise you about the best way to go about this search and can help you order a comprehensive search from one of the search companies that does this type of work. But if you do that and you can come up with a business name, a trademark that's going to identify the source of your goods and services, that's not infringing on an existing trademark, then you're a step ahead then in starting your business, because you will have chosen a great, catchy trademark, trade name, business name that you love, and that's also going to not cause you problems down the road with a potential or a possible infringement of someone else's trademark. It's worth doing before you invest time, trouble, energy, and money into a trademark that may turn out being one that you can't use. And so I would always suggest before you start a new business to check it, to make sure that the trade name, the business name that you want to use is a good name that's not going to be a problem for you down the road. All right, that's today's tip for starting a new business and making sure you brand it in such a way that you don't create trademark headaches for yourself down the road. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch. Dan Smith at DPS Legal Counsel, and until next time, we'll see you.